After creating an app, what is the next thing on our curriculum? So the next thing on our curriculum is to add the app route that we have just created. All right. So when we add the app route to the settings, then it will be able to recognize our application when we want to view it. So currently, when you view, this is what you are seeing. But when we are done setting up, you see the difference. All right. So let's add the app. So let's go back to here, and we want to go to URLs here. All right, that's how we want to add the app. Right now, it's telling us, if you follow the instructions here, we need to import include. So we import include, and then we need to set a path like this, just like what you see on top. But we don't want it to navigate to anywhere. So if you choose to make it navigate to somewhere, so you could just do students and then slash. But I do not want it to navigate to anywhere, so I just keep an empty string, and then I'll include. What am I including? I am including the students app, like so, dot URLs. That's what I'm including. So with this, our Django project, can now recognize the application that we have just added. All right, and this is really all you need to do here. So we can save this and then close the students and then return to our students app. Now, if you don't do this, the app will not be recognized. So make sure you do that. So once we are done with this, let's go back to our curriculum and check. So we've been able to add the app routes that we've just done. So the next thing is to add a view. So let's do that immediately. So let's add a view. So let's go into our students app and then open views. So basically, Django app follows the MVC structure. So there is view, there is other things like the controllers and the rest. So here is the view. All right, so everything you want to do about the view, we'll do it inside of here. So immediately, let's define a function, and this function will be the name of the view or the page we would like to view. So this is let's say the home, and inside of it, make sure you pass in the request. If not, you run into an error. And then we want to return, is going to be a HTTP response for now. So HTTP response. So we are returning HTTP response, and inside of that, we just want to return blog home, something like that. All right, and then we save that like so. Then to make sure that we're able to navigate to this, because currently you still can't navigate to this. If you check it out, you see sometimes it will run blank. It is because it's not seeing where to navigate to for now. So let's create a folder called URLs, just as we have inside of the settings there in students. So urls.py. All right. So we are still following our curriculum where you add a view and then add a route. We are currently adding the route. So once we add a route, you should be able to see what we are saying. And so what do you need to do here? We need to also import path, just as we have path imported here, something like this. And like I told you, you can check out the documentation. So if you want to check out the documentation, you can just go to say views here, and then inside of here you see you just import path from Django, the URL. So let me make sure I close this. And so inside of here I'm importing path, and then we follow the pattern here. So there's URLs pattern, and then you now set the path. So that's what we're going to be doing. So URLs pattern, then path, like that. So something like this. So let me explain what we are doing here. So inside of here, whatever URL you put is what we are going to be seeing, but this is not what we want for now, right? So let's clear this off, and what we want here to be is empty. Okay, then inside of here we want to set up the view, what we actually want to view. So for us to do that, we want to, from views, import. What are we importing? We're importing home, which is what we've just created. Okay, so we type it here, home, and then we can also name it home, like so. Okay, so once you are done setting this up, you save it, and now we should be able to navigate to this particular view and see blog home. So let's go back to our browser and refresh. So we have, let's check out what we're doing and how we are doing it. If we are running into an error, what the problem is. So Django import paths. So okay, everything seems to be running fine. So let's go back here. Let's see what we were getting an error. So all right, so it's telling us that no module found students app. So the problem comes from where we set up our URLs here, so we need to change this to students app, because that's what we named our folder here. Okay, so students app.urls, like so, and then save it. So once we save it, we want to restart our server here. So let's clear this off and try this again. So this should be working just fine. So as soon as we navigate to it, we are seeing exactly what we wanted. So blog home, like so. All right. So with that, we have been able to crush the add route curriculum, or listing the curriculum. Okay. Now the next thing we want to learn about is templates.